It's also Bob Frizzell, and by the time I get through with my evening, I'm going to be tucked away in bed enjoying a lovely sleep. That is what I call an intention. The power of intention is one of the powers of men. So if you have an intention, that intention, and you call intent will force an aspect of what is to
Sounds more
push
like
you
dementia.
towards what you really, really,
Dementia.
really intend. And if you have conflicting intents, then the is going to decide which one of your intents is going to be used. Does the is have your best interest at heart? No. You are a shaman kind of being, and you can change your reality. Which means the is must submit to you.
They're gonna call it.
Unless you decide you think it's easier for you to let the is do it all, in which case you do what's called surrendering to what is. What do? I do the latter. I surrender to what is. Because by changing reality, doing all kinds of magical spells and things, you create karma. You might create good karma, but I'm going to say the risk of creating bad karma is way worse than any benefit you can do.
We're gonna sing.
So the best thing you can be is don't accept any superpowers. Don't accept them. This is a teaching of Stuart Wilde and also of Dr. David R. Hawkins. So if someone comes along and says, if you'll give me $20,000, I'm going to do a something for you on other people. What if they're going to do it on you? Like, I'm going to pay you $100 to hypnotize me. Is that a good idea? Possibly, yes. The difference is if you're doing it on yourself, then you're taking personal sovereignty. If you're doing it on other beings, you are infringing on their sovereignty. So anything that is going to change other beings. Now, the question is a tornado a being? Because if a tornado is a being and it's heading straight for your town, if you had superpower to move the tornado, would you? Karmically, it's still dangerous. Because for some reason that was sent. Then again, if you find that you think that there's too much bad stuff going on and you figure, well, despite my best intentions for things to get better, they're not. And then you say, okay, well, if I had the superpower to go and move the tornado out of the way, I'm going to do it. Then what happens? Then you still have big problems in the world of karma. Because you don't know what people have agreed to when they're here on planet Earth. There's things called soul contracts that you make with the is before you incarnate on planet Earth. And there are very, very few people who remember their past lives. How do you know you have past lives? There's just so much testimony. There's so many people that have testified, people who have died on the operating table, for example. People who have taken so many drugs that they, like people who are anesthetized. When people are anesthetized, they don't always go unconscious. They might seem unconscious in the body, but they might still be conscious somewhere else. Or in the body, it's even happened. But, people say they astral travel. In other words, they follow a silver cord out of probably the top of their head, and they go travel in what's known as the astral, which was some kind of a dream state. Is there a risk to this? I don't know. Do I astral travel? No, I do not. I have never astral traveled via a silver cord. Now, how else can you tell if something is correct for you? Use muscle testing. If you want to use muscle testing, you will get what your body is telling you is what life wants. And in the end, life is the best thing to trust on your whole journey, rather than any books, any religions, any philosophies, anything else at all. If you muscle test your own body, you're going to get good results. Is it possible to get wrong results with your body? Yes. But it is your tool. And if you want to have good results, you have to be in integrity. In other words, you have to be somebody who calibrates over 200 on the scale of human consciousness. In other words, you have to be polarized towards the good for all beings. If you are all about yourself, then you're a service to self being and you're a negative being. And if you're a negative being, your body is unreliable as far as muscle testing. Because you are anti-life. And if you're anti-life, your body is, you already told your body, to hell with you, I don't care if you die. Because your body is a different being than you.